Imagine coming to work every single day and like this is your desk, right? Here's this, everything where everything's at.
Yeah.
And then you got to pick it up, take it with you, and hopefully you get a desk like this tomorrow. You got to be on that desk and you got to set up again.
Hey, hell no.
Oh, man. That's what we did.
That's not going to work out for me.
That's what we did for 6 years.
Yeah.
That's what we did for 6 years. Yeah. And and then you set up, and then someone's like, no, you got to move that desk. You got to come over here now.
Yeah, no.
Like, oh, dude, like, how do you build like that?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
You have to be adaptable, right?
100%.
Have a lot of energy. Yeah.
It's in our rules.
Keep your people motivated.
You gotta be adaptable. 100,000%.
Okay, guys, welcome to the Limitless CEO Podcast. Today we have OGK. We have Gabriel Barriga.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
Hey,
Thank you.
well, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much, Jonathan. We met, at an event.
Yep.
And we've been friends, and you've been nothing but nice to me. And hopefully you felt the same way back.
100%.
Good. And yeah, I own a goalkeeper training academy right here in LA. I'm from here. I was born at Garfield Hospital right here.
Garfield Hospital.
Yeah, right here in Honore Park.
Yeah.
My family's from this area. My mom's Mexican. My father's Ecuadorian.
Yep.
And so, soccer has been a big part of my life growing up playing the game. And I was a goalkeeper when I was a little kid. I've lived in Ecuador for some time and played some soccer out there with some academies and professional academies. I have a cousin who played for the Ecuadorian national team.
Yeah.
So I played club soccer. I played recreational soccer. I've traveled a little bit. I've played it outside. And then I became a coach in college. And so, when after I got my degree,
yeah,
I had a sales job,
yeah,
and I was coaching part-time,
yeah,
not making any money doing it. I enjoyed it.
Right.
And so I've been coaching since 2006. And
that's a long time.
Yeah, a little bit.
18 years.
Yeah. Well, not fully, like part-time. Right. And then there would be some moments where I was full-time with my job, but there was always where I was just coaching someone.
Yeah.
Or like an organization, like a high school. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. My dad coached a recreational team.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He likes the game. We like the game, so we stay close to the game that way, right? So, then I became a goalkeeper coach kind of full time. I started LAFC. It's the new Major League Soccer team here. I started their youth academy team.
Wow.
So all over the world.
That's big, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All over the world. If you like youth development for soccer is a big deal.
Yeah.
There's a global standard for soccer. And all over the world.
Everybody likes soccer.
Everybody plays
every country. I think it's the most played.
It's the most played sport, and it's the most recognized and the most popular sport in the world, hands down.
Yeah.
And there's a global standard for development. So I always tell kids that I train, like, hey, just know that this is the first taste of global competition you're ever going to have. When you join this game or you play the game of soccer, football.
Yeah.
That's what real.
I play football all the time. Like when I was a kid, all the time. My family plays football. Everybody.
Exactly. My whole family too. And so when you play this game, you're going to be a global competitor, or you're going to at least have a global language. You can go to China, you can go anywhere, Mexico.
And even if you don't speak the language,
but this language.
Speak the game.
You speak the game. It's a language. It is. Yeah. But if you want to play at the highest level, you will have global competition.
Yep. So
there's a lot of organizations out there all over the world who are trying to develop skills for these kids that are going to be competing at the highest and most ultimate level.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this for a while now, and I love it. I started my own independent academy 2017. Love doing it. There's been challenges.
Yeah.
But it's been good.
Yeah, there's always challenges.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been up to.
Great, man.
Yeah.
How is it like growing as Gabriel Barriga?
Growing as Gabriel Barriga, as a human being?
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. I like that question. I've been so devoted to what OGK is, my academy. And
what does OGK stand for?
Original Goalkeeper Academy.
Wow, I thought only God knows.
We talked about this. Actually, there's something there. I love it.
You know what? Because we have the same thing. We have an estimating software and painting, nothing related with soccer.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do OGK, and then when new estimators come in, they're like, "What is OGK?" And then because we usually do custom homes, and only in custom homes we use OGK because we do the estimate, and then we do 10,000 OGK, and then they're like, "What does that mean?" Only God knows. You never know what's gonna happen. So there's picky customers, celebrities, Only God knows with the
Okay.
blue tape.
Okay. That's cool.
But yeah, man.
That's
So
amazing. I like that. I'm gonna have to think about that. I like that. I like the way that sounds. It rings good.
yeah.
So yeah, no. So OGK is an interesting idea because I
How did
remember
you come up with that name?
yeah, good question. Good question. I was a little kid playing a couple different sports also
Yeah.
at one point. And I remember like playing baseball, right?
Yeah.
Like I was batting and I was hitting. Me and my cousins used to hit.
Yeah.
I was
Home
hitting.
runs.
I was hitting home runs in the backyard, and then I started
Yeah.
playing structured baseball.
Yeah.
And then like I had this batting style,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I was hitting everything.
Yeah.
Somebody came up to me, was like, no, you got to shift your
Yeah.
the way, and then it has to come like this. And
Yeah.
I was like, and I started missing everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, my parents were
That's not
like,
gonna work out. Yeah. What's going on?
like what you were doing was working. Like
Yeah.
what did they do? What did they shift on
Yeah.
you? So then all of a sudden, I always thought about that.
Yeah.
I was like, in goalkeeping,
Yeah. But you were so used to the swing, right?
I already knew my
yeah.
swing. I already knew
Yeah.
how to make that hit.
Yeah.
But in goalkeeping, similar things were occurring.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to stand like this, and then you got to stand like this. And so like I saw it amongst different coaches and
Yeah.
different environments, and then these experts
Yeah.
now social media.
Yeah.
You got to do it like
These
this.
girls.
Just like, and I was like, you know what? Nah.
Yeah.
Some kids are built structurally differently. Their
Right.
brain is built wired completely different.
Right.
We got to do what's best for the original person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I think about it very holistically, individually.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and make what you know
Yeah.
and what's good for you, and then enhance.
Yeah, because everybody's different.
And,
Everybody. Yeah.
Stay original.
Yeah.
Stay original. Baby. Stay original,
Yeah.
but let's enhance and
Yeah.
let's have visibility to what else can help.
Yeah.
And have those suggestions, but like let's keep what works for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
And
it
so,
unique. Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Keep it original.
Original.
That's right, baby. Be the original goalkeeper. Like
Yeah.
if you are the only one who is maintaining your originality, like it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's where it comes from, man. And I also like, you know, the original goalkeeper. I think it has a zing to it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where where it came from. It was I started thinking about that like 2016 ish.
Yeah.
Like people were branding things. I was like, I want an original goalkeeper. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is that even a thing? I looked it up. No, nobody
Yeah.
had it. I was like, all right, here we go.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
That's great, bro.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So you started that company. What got you to starting this company? As an
Good,
original-
yeah. Like as something I can do, like
yeah.
yeah, it took a lot of risk.
Because you've been coaching for a long time.
Yeah,
18 years.
Mhm.
And you started the company 2017.
Correct.
So something like 7 years. So what got you started? Like, why didn't you start it sooner?
Good question.
Yeah.
I was working for a company, so I would be doing this part time.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it as a company.
Right.
As a business.
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, like I'm just working with a select few kids. Like
But you were charging or you
yeah.
just doing that as
Well, I mean, if I was working for like a high school, I'd be
Yeah.
paid by the high school.
Hmm.
If I was working for like a major league soccer program, they would be paying me, not the individual families or whatnot. Like it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was a separate thing. It was like I was contracted or I was paid by an institution.
Right.
Right. So, and it wasn't a lot of money. It was just something I enjoyed doing a lot. I just liked it. And so I didn't start it independently because I just didn't think it was something you could do. Like honestly,
Right.
like my dad was a gardener and he had
You
his
thought
own
it would be
garden
a
ground.
business.
I didn't think it could be a business.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
just something I enjoy doing. That's the only reason why I got into this. 'Cause I enjoy it really. But so the question you're asking me is like, why didn't I do it sooner?
Yeah. Why didn't you do it
Yeah,
sooner? Because
yeah.
you were like coaching for like 10 years and then like what really got you to like get
Yeah.
into the business
So-
of coaching more people or like making it a business?
So I was working for a company,
Right.
Being a sales representative for a
Mhm.
company because I got my degree.
Yeah.
I was like, well, when you get
What was
your
this
degree,
company? Was
it was called Granger Industrial Supply.
Oh, so nothing related with
No,
the
no.
goalkeeper.
I have a degree, so I need to get a real job.
Yeah.
Like that was like
Yeah. What's
the
your degree
mindset.
for?
Economics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
interesting degree.
Yeah.
I broke my head doing that.
Yeah.
I could have got it in Spanish,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
decided to get it in economics. But regardless, it's a strong little degree, and I was like, okay, well, so I was always even in college thinking about a
Yeah.
global perspective, macro ideas,
Yeah.
micro things, and I was always thinking about like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I can do some kind of a business at some
Yeah.
point, but I didn't think it was this. I just
Yeah.
thought that I enjoyed this.
Yeah. So what was the plan coming out of high school?
The
Just going to
plan coming out of high
economics.
school was
Yeah.
for me to go play professional soccer.
Oh, really? But still do economics and
No,
no.
no, I wanted to play pro soccer.
Yeah.
That was the plan since I was a little kid.
So you wanted to be a Messi,
I wanted to be no. I'm a
Ronaldo.
goalie. I'm a goalie.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to
So that you wanted
be.
to be a
I wanted to be
Memo Ochoa.
yeah, someone like this, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. We're world
Yeah.
class. Mark Ter Stegen, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
I like Mark Ter Stegen. So,
Yeah.
So I wanted to play professional soccer. That was the plan.
Yeah.
But fate is different. When I was in South America, there was the attacks on 9/11.
Yeah.
I came home when I was there. That's what
Yeah.
it happened when I was there, and then
Yeah.
parents brought me back home. And there was a couple of different crazy events that have happened in my life that have kind of played with my trajectory a little
Yeah.
bit. So, yeah. Or else I would have done it sooner. But yeah, I always ask that question to myself,
Yeah.
like, why didn't I do it sooner? Because I
Yeah,
didn't
like-
think it was possible.
Right.
I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think that like people can see me like as an expert in this field, but they are, and they will, and they have. And so it is possible. Anything is possible as long as you believe.
I mean, if you have the right mindset.
100%.
Yeah. So how many students do you have right now?
Right now we're at about 65 students.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
students. How do you able to manage all these students?
Well, we have
do you have different like
programs.
coaches?
Yeah, I do. I have multiple coaches. I have multiple coaches, multiple programs, something a little more scaled up, scaled down.
Yeah.
Different ways I train higher level students.
Yeah.
Different
So
ways
you
I
were talking
train.
about the pyramid. So you have this
Sure.
I mean the ones that are on the lower level and then the higher level.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yep. I have different types of kids that have different kinds of needs.
Yeah.
And then I've also been very like selective with the info I do give some of my, because there's look, I'm in the most established area of soccer in the whole United States.
Yeah.
Like it's one
That's
of the most
amazing.
competitive. Yeah, it's one of the most competitive
Yeah.
environments in the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah.
And so like people like, oh, how are you doing things? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and it's
Yeah.
competition's been interesting because they want to know what you're up to.
Yeah.
They just want to know because they want
Do you have like a lot of competitors, or is it just a few
Yeah.
selected ones? Or
I do have a lot of competitors to some degree because I'm one of the only independent goalkeeper environments that there is. So there's a lot of coaches that work for, it's like like you're in painting.
Yeah.
So there's, imagine you're the painters that work with you.
Yeah.
They're painters and they work on these really nice, beautiful properties.
Right. Yeah.
But some of them are claiming to be painters who are running independently, working on those properties. It's like, no. Like, you work for this company.
Yeah.
And you do great work.
Yeah. So they're solo,
They're acting we're solo.
Okay. Yeah.
My organization is 100%.
Yeah. So it's more
solo.
custom. It's more custom, and they're more like white.
Yeah.
Like
and so some of these coaches are with organizations and doing quality work. I'm not minimizing their work, but they're acting and claiming to be independent when that's truly not the truth.
Yeah.
Which really, truly not. Like, I'm truly independent. So I'm one of the only ones.
Yeah, because what's the difference between independent and organization? Independent's better?
Well, independent means like people are coming to me or to my organization for us.
Right.
They're not coming to us because of that team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're part of this team, well, they're going to serve you, whoever's at hand, they're going to serve you with that person.
Okay, I see.
But they're coming to us because they're coming to us.
Yeah, because they know that, like, the person.
They know exactly
Gabe,
or the team, the coaching team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the difference, really. And they know what they're getting from us. They know what they're asking for, and we're delivering on those things. And we have to be good or else we go away. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you are a goalkeeper expert and you're part of a club environment, you could do good work. But the club pays you, not the parents.
Yeah.
Our parents pay us, and we have to do quality work. Yeah. Because they're paying us directly. You know what I mean? So there's a difference. Yeah. The way we approach this is completely different. It's so subtle too.
Right.
If you're not really paying attention, you're not gonna feel the value. Yeah. You gotta pay attention.
How do you get your students?
It's all been referral.
All referrals. So you don't do any marketing for them?
No.
Oh shit.
Everything about what we've been doing.
It's all about quality. Yeah.
Has been about quality, has been about referral. That's it.
Yeah.
I've done zero marketing. Like, I was talking to Chris. Yeah. I was like, I've done zero marketing. Yeah. And and that's a businessman thing, right? Like, I got to get better at that. Yeah. Like, I'm good at what I do. I feel like, and my team with me is good at what they're doing. We're all coming together, but I got to get better at putting ourselves out there and
Yeah,
scaling
because right
them.
now you have a lot of students. You have 65 students.
Yeah,
Imagine if you do marketing. How are you gonna be able to match all these students?
correct,
You start doing marketing, and do you even want to do marketing?
correct,
You know, like because you
correct.
want to keep that quality.
We
Do you have a
do.
plan around
For
that?
us is quality. There is a couple of plans
Yeah,
to maintain quality, and we do have some filtration processes
right,
right now, even now, to maintain quality student and to maintain a quality coach.
right.
So there are some things, but
Yeah,
no, if we scale larger, like
yeah,
I don't know how that's possible.
yeah,
That's gonna be. I'm in uncharted territories because there's not that many coaches out there doing it like the way we do it.
yeah,
It's an uncharted territory to be completely honest in my sector.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Managing all these students, and especially like duplicating yourself. Do you have a plan
That's been
around
hard.
it?
That's been hard. That's been hard.
Yeah,
Not yet.
yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Duplicating myself, not yet. I mean,
It's
you got to teach me.
impossible.
You got
Another
to teach
Gabe
me.
like you. Yeah.
Look, we're the original Goalkeeper Academy,
Yeah.
so I don't want somebody to be completely me. I want them to be the best versions of themselves.
Right.
Even if if I have a go strong leaders, like, look,
Yeah.
these are the things I want you to do. However, do it in a way that you would do it. That's the best version of you.
Yeah.
You know, but with our metrics.
Right.
You know, so
Do you have any mentors that can help you scale?
I have a few mentors, people that I speak to, here and there.
Yeah.
When it comes to like
Because
people from out of
because it's hard to find like someone in
it
the
is. It is.
goalkeeper industry.
I've flown in coaches from all
Yeah.
over the world.
Wow.
I've flown in coaches from Germany. I've flown in coaches from Portugal.
Yeah.
I've flown in coaches from Spain because there's a world class standard from those.
So those are like some type
Some
of
of- I'd say they're kind of mentors, kind of.
yeah, because they're in the same
We
industry.
work together. They're also throwing back
Yeah.
information because my market is a little different from what they're doing because
Yep.
they're with some of the top professional club teams in the whole world.
Yeah.
And so, but my needs, my
Yeah.
challenges are different from what theirs are, and
Yeah.
they're working with teams, and so I'll get some good quality information. I go to conferences that are in goalkeeping as well. I've done those a few times, more than a few times, and but it's always different because I'm always I'm like one of the only guys who's truly independent, and people claim they're independent, though,
But they're not.
They're
Yeah.
not. They're not.
How does it?
Instagram has a weird way of making you look independent when you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel being one of the best independent goalkeepers? Or the best, because
Yeah. Good question,
Yeah.
and I'm going to answer that. How does
Yeah.
it feel to be like that, right? I mean, I'm kind of painted that picture.
yeah,
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It feels like the work that we've been, because I started with 6 kids, man.
Yeah.
6 kids in 2017. And dude, it was hard.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. We have results that we've provided
Mhm.
in a very independent way, and we've had a lot of setbacks and people actually putting walls in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So yeah, how does
Well,
it feel? What kind
yeah.
of walls are you asking? Like,
I mean,
yeah.
what are some of the struggles? I mean, you're talking
Yeah,
about those
sure.
walls, and
Well,
you went from 6 to like
Yeah.
65. What are some of
Sure.
the struggles?
Sure.
And how does it feel to be the best of the best?
I
Of the
like-
very best.
I like it. I like that. I like that question. Some of the struggles. Well, 2017, we started with only like a handful of kids.
Yeah.
And getting them good, and just getting more people coming with us.
Yeah.
And just understanding that not everybody wants to be the top,
Right.
right? Number one, like to the highest level.
Right.
Some kids are different. Some parents are different. So like creating a culture of excellence, like from a small group,
Mhm.
that was a struggle. So creating that and also maintaining that, right?
Mhm.
Because you can get tired, you can get emotionally drained, and
Yeah.
then as soon as we started building some momentum and
Yeah.
with the culture, COVID hits in 2020. So we're building
Yeah.
from nothing.
Yeah.
COVID hits, boom, we get
So-
deflated.
So what'd you do?
Yeah, what did I do during that time? Yeah, good question. Oh man, I tripled down. I stopped going to the gym. I was in the gym a little bit, and I
Yeah.
stopped. And then I just started calling every pro I know,
Yeah.
every pro coach I know. So I would have one interaction with like a pro,
Yeah.
like through Zoom. I'd
Yeah.
have like a tactical information session, and then I'd have like I'd be in the backyard
Yeah.
with a camera doing
Yeah.
this physical training for a goalkeeper. Everything through Zoom.
Yeah.
And then with the students that I was really like trusting with, and
Yeah.
them trusting with me, they'd be in my backyard training.
Yeah.
A couple times, once or 2 times a week, depending on who it was.
One-on-ones
One-on-ones,
with the
mostly
mask,
one-on-ones with the mask.
sanitizers. Yeah.
Oh man,
It's terrible.
I hate even thinking about that time because it was so
Yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would literally just be I tripled down.
Yeah.
And then I was gaining weight and I was pissed off. Oh,
Yeah.
it was such a tough time. I lost so many students during
Yeah.
that time. And I got to see students that stayed, I got to see
Yeah.
their true colors too. I got to see that. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
How many students do you have at that time? Because you started in
Yeah.
2017 with 6 students.
Yep.
How many do you had in 2019?
2019, I think I was about, I don't know, maybe about 45 students
Woo! So
at
you
the
grew
time.
fast
I
on
grew
those 2 years.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we lost like 25
On COVID.
during COVID. So I was
Wow.
like, and then we were still losing.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a never ending losing.
Yeah.
Like it was just like,
Yeah.
you know, never ending. So I was like in this really weird space, man.
Yeah.
And it was like, when you see this, it just feels odd. And
What's going through your mind?
Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I had to turn it off and then go back into the camera
Yeah.
and face the camera and be like, we're good. We're
Yeah.
fine. You know, we're good. Like,
Yeah.
feel, you know, demonstrate a strength.
Yeah.
That was, no, it pissed me off real good, man. I didn't know how, I started gaining a lot of weight because I was so
Yeah.
upset. But yeah, I've been trying to take it off. And then
Yeah.
we made a move. So after that, like, there was a time where it was just like everybody started coming back and
Yeah.
then some. And so, but I was at a public park.
Yeah.
And so there was crack kids
Yeah.
competing soccer organizations that needed
Yeah.
field space.
Yeah.
So we'd be getting kicked off.
So where were you training, in parks?
At a public park.
Yeah.
At a public park in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And so there was like just the public's there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, there's no other way to
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to create this serious environment,
Right.
or an environment that needs to be respected with cones, and people are just walking through you.
Yeah.
People are kicking you off to the side. Like, you need to get away. Like,
Yeah. People doing barbecues.
yeah. Well, that I didn't mind so much because it
Yeah.
smells nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, no, during certain moments like Labor Day, or you know, some kind of there'd be an event there or something. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it didn't feel like it. I was
Didn't feel
able to, I was
private.
No, it didn't feel
Yeah.
exclusive. It didn't feel private. So I needed to make a move.
Yeah.
So we got strong. We're almost about 80 students, and I was
Woo.
like, yeah,
Yeah. In
and
Long
so
Beach.
in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? We're making a move.
Yeah.
Someone came to me and was like, hey, we have this. So for like maybe almost a year, I was like thinking about it really hard. Like,
Yeah.
when do we make that move? When do we make that move? And I was like, finally, like around August, I was like, we're gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So we moved it
August
down
2023.
2023.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna pull the trigger on that. So we did.
Yeah.
And now we have fences, exclusivity. We have a field space that's exclusive to us.
Yeah.
It became a normal situation. And yeah, we've been feeling pain in that too, because
Yeah.
not everybody's with that program. People
Right.
got comfortable with being at a
People
public
like the park. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
enjoyed it. There was a lot of parking. It was right next to their house. They
Yeah.
just didn't feel like it's not.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And in order for us to build the bigger foundation, the bigger, more exclusive, more powerful Goalkeeper Academy, we needed a place that's home.
Yeah.
You know, imagine coming to work every single day, and like, this is your desk, right?
Right.
Here's this. You know everything, where everything's at.
Yeah.
And then you got to pick it up, take it with you, and hopefully you get a desk like this tomorrow, or you got to be on that desk and got to set up again.
Hey, hell no.
Oh, man. That's what we did.
That's not gonna work out for
That's
me.
what we did for 6 years.
Yeah.
That's what we did for 6 years.
Woo.
Yeah. And it was, and you know, and then you
Yeah.
set up, and then someone's like, no, you got to move that desk. You got
Yeah.
to come over here now.
Yeah, no.
Like, oh, dude, like, how do you build like that?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
You have to be adaptable, right?
100%.
Have a lot of energy. Yeah.
It's in our rules.
Keep your people motivated.
You
Yeah.
gotta be adaptable. 100,000%.
Yeah.
Yep. And so now we did that. I was able to buy some big, nice, beautiful lights with generators and whatnot. And you know, now it's like, now it feels right. And now we
Yeah.
have gates. You have to park your car through a gate. And
Yeah.
like, so nobody's can just hop in whenever they feel
Yeah.
like, no, man, it's different now.
Yeah.
And
They
there
gotta
was-
pay to play.
I've always had to,
Yeah.
and everybody has to, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be some kind of buy-in. People have to feel there's got to be a commitment to some degree, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've worked in different organizations, I coached college, I coached with pro guys, I coached, you know, the highest level youth goalkeepers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be some commitment to that. So yeah, no, and now it's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how does it feel to be number one? Because I mean,
The best of the best.
yeah, I feel like this. I feel like, what is number one, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is number one? Because if you look on the Instagram or you look on socials, there's like a really good talented guy who's
Yeah.
going from like environment to environment.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
for me, I'll feel number one when I have guys who were nothing, who have done nothing,
Yeah.
who needed to prove themselves.
Yeah.
That for me is number one.
Yeah.
Right? That's different, number one for me. Or guys who I've been with since they were 11 years old, make it to some of the biggest universities in the country.
You're able to see all their growth.
Yeah. Or really go through their process with them.
Yeah.
And document it and really have evidence of
Right.
real work.
Yeah.
You know, that's number one. I mean, because people have different ideas on number one.
Yeah.
Is it money? Is it what is it? And it's like, nah, man. If you can do quality work and have
Right.
proof of your work,
Yeah.
that's number one.
What do you think separates you from the other schools, training schools?
Training environments, well, our culture. I mean, we started with nothing.
Yeah.
I'm willing to endure more pain, more. I really am passionate about developing these kids and making them really good. Um, I'm sure like a lot of people,
Yeah.
but we also have the proof. We have the the referrals,
Mm-hmm.
and what separates us is the fact that we're willing to see the process through the entire time.
Yeah.
With a consistent manner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. You know what I mean? I grew up in this environment. Every time I meet a nice coach,
Yeah.
he'd disappear, or the field that we were trying to be on we're not able to. So
Yeah.
the foundation we've created is strong. We have a place now.
Yeah.
We have consistency. We've done multiple things to make sure that we have evidence of our work.
Right.
And we're not going anywhere. That's going to be the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On top of that, I'm continuing to grow and build myself and our coaches.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah. What's your mission statement
My mission statement?
and core values?
Core values?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't
Because you're building a culture, and
Yeah.
it's probably different than all these other
Yeah.
academies.
Yeah. Well, I want to have world-class goalkeepers.
Yeah.
I want to have one of the number one organizations in goalkeeping and in soccer in the country. We want to do that by having good people around us, people we can trust, people who are consistent, people that fit with our same value system that we do.
Yeah.
That's really like a mission statement that's a little rough way of what I have on
Right.
paper. I have it on
Yeah.
paper, but I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't read that paper in like a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's truly like if it's off the top of my head,
Right.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And is it money? Money's important because we couldn't buy the lights without money.
Yeah.
We couldn't rent our field now without money.
100%.
Money's important. It is
1,000%.
So I can't fly in people from all over the world to put them in front of my people without money. Like it's just they're not going to come.
Yeah.
So money is important because it can get those things. So yeah. Some people go, oh, we're paying the coach. I'm like, hey, you're paying for an environment.
Yeah.
Paying for an expertise. You're paying for the culture. You're paying for skills.
Yeah.
People see me also as a mentor, right?
Yeah.
Like as a human being to some degree, right? Like, so it's hard to maintain all that
you're
stuff.
a mentor to all your students,
keeping the glue, right?
and your trainers and
Sure.
everybody, yeah.
Sure. That's something. Yeah.
What about your core values?
My personal core values?
No, your business core values.
We haven't written those down yet.
Yeah.
And actually, I've been working on that with my team.
Yeah.
We had a couple meetings already around it.
Okay.
I was like, I want you to write what you think your core values are,
Yeah.
and I want you to write what your core values, and I'll tell you what I think about mine.
Yeah.
And I got some interesting ideas.
Yeah.
Because
but maybe
that's so important.
The person and the business should be similar, right?
Man, it's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important. I've actually had that activity happen, and we haven't solidified the core values because one person's was a little different with some similarities than another person's, and then mine. You know what I mean? It's like, and do I just only respect my core values into the business, or do I bring everybody's together?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
but for sure, I know it's coachable. You got to be coachable in OGK in order to be the best.
100%.
Yeah.
Like if our people are our number one resource.
Right.
I don't care how cool all the material stuff we have around us is. Our people are going to be our number one resource at our company, at our academy, and whether that's the coaches or our students, that's our number one resource. And so we have to go all in with them, and we have to make sure that their core values align with everybody's, right?
Yep.
But I'd say this though, like high intensity is one of our core value systems for sure.
High intensity meaning like staying competitive.
Yeah. Staying competitive in moments.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of down moments.
Yeah.
So we have to maintain a strong, energetic intensity to our kids and make sure that they're aligning with those.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be there's going to be ebbs and flows of energy.
Keeping momentum going. Yeah.
Momentum is everything, and intensity is big.
Mm-hmm.
Maintaining a focus.
I like that word, intensity. I like intensity. I'm intense.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're around the right people, and you're trying to climb a mountain, you can't do it without a form of intensity. Like it's intensity is it's okay.
Yeah, you need that drive.
It's intensity is like people. It's a seriousness. It's a focus. it's going after. You can't accomplish climbing a mountain without a form of intensity, like really marching it, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to go for it.
Yeah.
You have to charge it, you
Yeah.
know.
I
Um,
like it. It's a different perspective.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, and at the same time, knowing when to
Yeah.
slow the intensity down because there's moments of calm that you have to work into, right? Because
Yeah.
goalkeeping, you could be calm,
Yeah.
and then you got to get intense quick, and
Yeah.
then you got to get back to a calm.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
moments of all of it, right?
Yeah.
There's so for me, loyalty is a core value principle of mine too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big person of loyalty. So I was talking to my group, like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if everybody understood what loyalty meant.
Yeah.
And it's not just one way, it's both
Yeah.
ways.
Mutual. Yeah.
I think loyalty is one of the biggest core values a person or organization can have, but you got to be loyal both ways. It can't just
Right.
be one way.
Yeah.
Because if you're only loyal to one direction and there's no loyalty back,
Yeah. Yeah. You just want to be pulling, and
no,
yeah, it doesn't work that
it doesn't
way.
work.
Yeah.
Loyalty is a huge deal for
Yeah.
me. Because I mean, how do you go anywhere if you don't know people that are around you? You can trust them, and vice versa.
Right. Yeah.
How do you go anywhere without the
yeah.
trust? Because loyalty is is a form of trust, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a tough one, man.
Well, you already have them.
Well,
Loyalty, intent,
No,
coachable.
there's times where you know there's coaches all up in the DMs of my students,
Yeah.
and it's tested their loyalty in some of them, and some of them they'll go.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine, but you know, yeah, loyalty is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my kids have been tested big time, and I applaud them because it's like,
But how do
tough.
you test them? Like testing in what way?
Well, so there's a lot of DMers.
Yeah.
So there's coaches out there that only want to work with the best.
Yeah.
They only want to work with the best.
Yeah.
Like
OGK.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I like to work with students who nobody knows.
Yeah.
And make them amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's a real process.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
it
like,
is. Yeah.
yeah. So like, I mean, you're a painter.
Yeah.
Like someone does all the grunt work. They do all the, and then they're about to finish up the painting, and then you come and do a little, and you're like, look what we just did.
Yeah.
Like, no. Time out.
You got to start from scratch. Yeah.
Show your real work. How do
Yeah.
you start? How do you finish? Right. So anyway, social media is a thing because people just go to the DMs of someone real good.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go over here. Let's go over here. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, we just
They're
had a
already
process.
trained. They
We
already went
already
through the
worked
process.
with them. What are you disrupting them for?
Yeah.
Stop disrupting them. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. So
that's how you test them.
well, I don't test them. Like, there's no testing process.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a testing process.
Yeah.
But life and time.
But you'll be able to test them. Yeah.
I know for a fact, life and time will test.
Yeah.
And you know, if they see us just for this little moment, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if they see us for their development long term, I think that's even better, because if we did this for you right now, imagine what we can do for you long term.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not seeing it.
Yeah.
But watch what we can do for you long term.
Yeah, because people don't really see it. Time flies. They're getting better, but you don't realize until you look back.
They get comfortable.
Yeah.
They get comfortable, man.
Yeah.
They get comfortable, and they
Yeah.
start taking the things that you do for them for granted.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. Like, you can't get comfortable. Like, I'm not comfortable. I mean, I have to provide results to my people.
Yeah.
If I don't, I go away.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with living like that.
Yeah.
But let's go through the whole process. Let's finish what we start.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it's life. Time's always gonna test. It's always gonna test.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting topic, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's always going to be problems, and I think as long as you're acknowledging, accepting, and then attacking with the massive action, you know, like everything that it is, you know, there's always going to be problems. Always. You know.
And look, I mean, after you get through
and challenges and
process, massive action,
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time developing a rhythm for that action, because you can go through like you could be really intense, and then boom, all of a sudden your endurance has to kick in.
Yeah.
And if you're red, like say you're a car and you're red lighting your car, eventually the engine blows up.
Oh yeah.
And when I'm dealing with some of the younger kids who are dealing with the first time they're ever been competitive, like, you have to make sure the engine don't blow up.
Yeah.
We're not redlining them.
Yeah. And how do you prepare them for that?
Well, goalkeeping is a very humbling position.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good position that everybody needs to try at least for some time.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who, they go in goal one time, they get hit in the face, hit in the body, or
they get hit on the nose.
Right in the nose. I'll tell you a story about that in a second. But or they get scored on, the team loses, they're like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
But the ones that do stay, there's something very different about that kind of person.
Yeah.
Goalkeeping has one of the biggest, like, if you're able to be okay with failure
Yeah.
in those moments, or just the pain,
Yeah.
or an emotional failure,
Yeah.
and you just keep on showing up for that, imagine what that's going to do to you
Yeah.
later on in
Or a
life.
painful failure.
Insult
Yeah.
to injury, right?
Yeah.
You got injured and then they scored, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and then you came back for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
what
came
is,
for more?
yeah, you came for more. You came for more for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like, clearly something is a little different about
I'm
you.
just imagining when I was small, I got hit on the nose. When I was a goalie, I'm like, I'm done.
See?
I'm done.
You see?
The tears were coming out. I'm
See?
like, I'm done with
You
this, man.
see? My dad has
Yeah.
his finger. If you look at my dad's fingers, one of them is like this,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, I was a little kid, it hit me right in the finger and broke him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I
Yeah.
was done.
I'll be on forward, middle.
Everybody.
Never goalie. Never
Exactly.
goalie.
You don't have to worry about the failure like the
Yeah.
way that
Yeah.
those people have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But I got a hardcore little group that's like
Yeah.
with that program.
Yeah.
Imagine what those little people are going to be like when they become adults.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing little people. Like they're different. They understood failure their entire life, and
Yeah.
they were accepting of it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them successful.
Yep.
That's why I love goalkeeping.
We're gonna be lions.
Lion, dude, they got to be superheroes.
Yeah.
Because even the superheroes, you know, people like, have you seen Batman?
Yeah.
They make them a
Yeah.
villain at some point.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man, like, you know, they make them a
Yeah.
villain.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, they make them a villain
Yeah.
at some point. It's like this superhero arch villain. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then just so they can maintain their superhero status, right? Like,
Yeah. Is there
it's
like a particular age that they need to be, or it's just all ages for goalkeepers? Or is there like a range that you start them off, like 7, 8, 9?
around there, around
Yeah.
7 or 8. But like there's like an interesting train of thought with
Yeah.
some soccer people. Oh, they need to be playing soccer for a lot more longer period of time. Don't just
Yeah.
let them be goalkeepers. It's like,
Yeah.
if they enjoy it,
Don't get them stuck
let
in
them be
that position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
you're just training as a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But also still play.
Yeah.
Also still play.
Yeah.
But you're training at least.
Also, they also played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I encourage them to continue playing soccer
Yeah.
and being a soccer player.
Yeah.
And then you're just training as a goalkeeper right now.
Yeah.
You're enjoying this process. You're not getting like, oh, you're not just designating yourself as only
Yeah.
the goalkeeper. I tell that to all my students
Mm-hmm.
all the time. I
Yeah.
say, even if I ever had a kid, like, he's not necessarily going to be a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But he's going to know how to play goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you could always be a professional goalkeeper, but play soccer or whatever.
Well, playing soccer gives you more knowledge of the
Yeah.
game regardless.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best teachers, playing the game.
Yeah.
So you want to be a knowledgeable goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So you got to play the game, you know?
Yeah. I like
So, yeah, I mean, it's just like anything, you know? You got to get your reps and you got to get your games in order for you to get good.
it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, what is one of your non-negotiables?
On a daily basis, on a weekly basis, I'm assuming daily, right?
Yeah, like daily, something you don't miss. How do you keep yourself so energetic? How do you keep yourself so purposeful? How do you
Yeah.
keep yourself so like taking action?
Yeah,
Because I see you're very active, you know?
sure. So being grateful.
Yeah.
We started like, and I have a list of things I'm very grateful for.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, my family, my students that have been with me for a while, where I was to where I am. Like, you can forget all the things that you were.
Yeah.
Because of where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that can become so normal. But if you just start to stop real quick, take a moment, take 5 minutes. I do some breathing activities too. So I'm just like, I maintain a clarity because there's moments where you're just not clear.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. You're just like, everything is everywhere.
Yeah.
So I try to breathe a little bit and then try to focus on my gratitude a little bit.
Yeah. So just stop and look back and
Stop and just be grateful.
Yeah.
Those are two things I have to do on a daily basis. There's been a couple weeks though
Yeah.
where I didn't, and I
Yeah.
can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not as grateful. Like, I
Yeah.
just take things for granted in those moments. Like, dude, I got to get back to that practice. Because,
Yeah.
man, that practice really gives you, it really practices on helps you practice the gratuity, you know, like what you're grateful for, right?
Yeah.
That helps, man. It really does. One of my mentors named Mo, he's like, you know, you want to minimize, because like when you're all over the place,
Mhm.
your adrenaline is everywhere.
Yeah.
your cortisol levels shoot up,
Yeah.
your high blood pressure, like all like your chasms are out of alignment.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna minimize those things. Like it's a physical thing, but it's invisible.
Yeah.
You want to minimize those things so that way you can maintain a clarity.
Yeah.
Once you're clear, you can make better decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't make what is it? Decisions on emotions or logic.
Yeah. Because when those other things are kind of out of alignment, your emotions are going everywhere because it's like you want to put out every fire at the same exact time. It's impossible to do. It's impossible to do. You're not. First of all, I don't even have any fire trucks.
That's great.
Yeah. So so it's impossible to do. But yeah. No, you know what? Just get the hose around you.
Yeah.
Go to someone's yard, turn on the water, do your best. That's what anybody can do, right? Just do their best.
And forget the rest.
Do your best, forget the rest. My dad used to say, eat what you can,
and
then finish the rest.
Were you at the buffet?
Yeah, exactly. I'm full, Dad, I'm full. He's like, nah, eat what you can, and then it's okay. Just eat what you can, and then finish the rest.
Finish the rest when you get home. Hey, so what's the difference between a good coach and a bad coach?
I love this question. I love this question.
Yeah.
We're in the world of coaches right now.
Yeah. Because there could be a lot of coaches, right?
How many coaches do you know online right now?
Yeah.
A million.
Over 1,000.
I swear, if we pull up
you just put coaches?
Coach. Everyone's a coach.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
How do you spot them? How do you screen them?
Well, I'm in a development world.
Right.
Soccer development. Well, results is one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. First of all.
Yeah.
What results do you have? First of all.
Yeah.
Right. And then I could look through things, right? Just because someone is highly successful, Michael Jordan was successful.
Right.
He's the number one basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he a coach?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if he was the best coach.
Yeah.
I don't
think
think
the best
so.
player.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean he's not the best coach.
Number one. I think you probably have a pair of Jordans on somewhere, right? Somewhere, everybody, right? Number one player. But does that make him the best coach? I don't know. I'll just say I don't know. I'm not going to disrespect nobody.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was the best coach. But I don't,
Yeah.
I think Wayne Gretzky went through the same thing. He was a top hockey player.
Yeah.
Did that make him the best coach? I don't know. Different skill set.
Yeah.
So all I'm trying to say is that it's a different skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a world where everyone's a coach. Everyone's a coach. And I'm even seeing it in the business world, right? Oh, look how many billions and millions I have.
Girls,
and I'm looking. I'm a coach. It's like, time out. What are your results, man? Who have you built?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the building of people world.
Mm-hmm.
And I have evidence of my work.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I built. This is who I built from nothing. From nothing into something. This is this is the real work. Okay? So who have you built? Who's gotten the result? What did that look like? What was the process? And if somebody who doesn't want to answer those questions, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
When they start studying and then
stuttering. Wrong. Or they're just even like offended at you if you would even ask such a question.
Yeah.
Right? Because they'll flip that, right?
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
Oh, what did you say?
It's like, no, like I'm happy.
Say what?
So I'll have a conversation with people that are brand new. Yeah. Exactly. Say what? Or and they're like, so what have you done? I love it when they ask me that.
Yeah.
Well, I've done this. I've done that. I've done this. I worked at this organization coaching.
Yeah.
I've done this coaching. This is the students that I've coached. Now look at what they've done.
Yeah.
There's a true trajectory of my work with them. And and these are some of the processes. Come to a free training so you can see how we work.
Yeah.
So that way you're in the right place. Yeah. So that you or no, it's like it costs a little something, but it's not nearly to what it's what I mean. There's something that it costs, right? Come to a session, see us in action, right? Yeah. See that this is the right place for you. Like I'm that confident in my work that I can truly coach you.
Yeah.
I don't need your millions of dollars up front.
Yeah.
I'm confident in my work that's going to get you a result.
Yeah.
When I have a conversation with a person like that, and that's the kind of answers they give me, I'm like, oh shit, this person is truly confident in their work.
Yeah.
That they're really coaching people and they're really getting results for them. That's what a coach is, someone who gives you results of what you're asking for.
Yeah, because it could be a lot of coaches that, I mean, you do this, but if you don't get any results, then what's the whole point?
Man.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of those.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about you, but I've definitely had a couple of those.
I mean, I've been through a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't want to go, but I've had those.
Yeah.
And so And that's why I ask so many weird questions or so many odd questions to people, like, so what is this and that? And people would probably look at me all weird, but
Yeah.
because in the business world, they're not ready for the questions I'm asking because
Yeah.
I have to provide a result, man, or else I go away.
Yeah.
That's how I see things, you know?
No, it's true because you want to see what they've done first, right?
Oh, 100%. Who have you
Yeah.
worked with and how has it helped them?
Yeah.
And is it and was that a
Yeah.
one-off?
And then see if you want to be there. You know, maybe you
Yeah.
don't want to be there.
Or was that a one-off?
Yeah.
Was that a one-time
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah.
Did you replicate it? Did it happen twice?
Is it been like over 100 or
Yeah.
like,
How many people have you really successfully helped?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, I ask those kind of questions or I'll get deep,
Yeah.
because on social media, you can get the best student. I went to a camp. I saw this camp this weekend and it's like, oh, look how great this camp is. I'm like, okay, this guy DM'd a whole bunch of guys who are really good already.
Yeah.
And then he had a camp together with them.
Does
it make him good?
Yeah,
or did he just bring a whole bunch of
no
aces together? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
doesn't make any sense? Yeah.
it's a cool environment. It's a cool event.
Yeah.
But does that make him a good coach? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool that he brought them together. That's cool. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about you being able to take someone and take them to the next place.
Yeah.
And have proof of that work and then just continuing to have results.
Yeah.
There's something about that. So that's a long answer. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
But
no, it's kind of hard
nobody's-
because a lot of people are like lost and they're looking for like, I mean, even like in the coaching industry, they're like, okay, they're going to a bunch of people but how to look out for the best coach, right? How to look out for the best goalkeeper coach. I mean, but you said it, you got to look out for their track record. See how many people they build, see how many people they're working with, see how many years they've done it, who they're working with.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. Yeah.
100%.
A lot of things.
There's a lot of smoking mirrors in the coaching space.
Yeah.
But have work, man. Like and if you don't have results, it's easy. You know how easy it is?
Yeah.
You make sure you coach someone for a very low price or something, even for free.
Yeah.
Get a result.
Yeah.
Replicate and then replicate your work. But at least be that person that has results.
Yeah.
How are you gonna coach someone if you've never coached someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
I spent years at a very low price or even free to certain students just so I could learn how to coach people.
Yeah. It's a skill. Yeah,
it's a skill,
it's
brother.
not easy. Yeah.
Coaching people requires you to have good communication, being stern when you have to, really, you know what I mean, asking good questions, and then being able to repeat your process.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: are you married? Do you have any kids?
I have a fiance, no kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a fiance, no kids. I've been in a long-term relationship for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been focused on this business. This is my baby right here.
Yeah.
Don't ask my mom. Huh?
Yeah. How do you manage your time, like with your fiance and then the business? And how does that look like?
The first 2 years, very unbalanced.
Yeah.
Because I was on a Roman noodle diet. You know what I mean? A Roman noodle budget. You know. She's been a soldier, man. She's been able to withstand some of these storms with me.
Yeah.
And we have a couple dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do I manage that time? Well, you have to have a very understanding partner.
Right.
If you don't have an understanding partner, you're gonna have a tougher time.
Yeah.
What you're dealing with will feel exponentially difficult.
Yeah.
I feel like my girl's been like very understanding. She's very humble, and she has like you know what I mean? She comes from nothing.
Yeah.
And we're both building our lives together, and she's able to endure more than I think most can.
Yeah.
In certain ways.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky.
Yeah.
In that way. There's been moments of imbalance, but there's time where I'm like, hey, we need to check in. Like,
yeah,
we need to check in. Like, maybe I'm not spending enough time doing, we need to go to the movies or something, or we're going to break. There's moments where I'm like, hey, this summer we're going to go on a break. Yeah. Let's go. Like, we just came back from a break. We just went to El Salvador.
Nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
You have pupusas?
Oh, bro. Don't ask me, bro. I love pupusas.
Yeah.
So we went there and like we just got to check in again. Like, hey, how's everything with you? Like, cause she works too, man. She works hard.
Yeah.
And she's willing to do whatever, whenever. And she's a hustler.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good question. I
love it, man. How does your day look like? Like
my day
from the morning to the end?
Yeah, good question.
How many hours do you work? Because I work like 14, 16 hours a day.
Brother.
I'm trying to lower that to like 13.
The moment I wake
12.
up, I have 10, 15 messages.
Yeah.
When I wake up.
Yeah.
The moment I go to sleep, when I come home from my sessions.
Yeah.
10, 15 messages.
All day.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
Oh, because
And
you manage your own
yeah, brother.
your own business, yeah.
All of it. I am
Yeah.
wearing 10 hats right now.
Damn.
I'm doing payroll. I do everything.
How do you manage to do that?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
It's tiring.
Yeah.
But
So you're just going back to back to back
yeah,
all day?
all day.
Yeah.
All day. I'm sending out
Do
messages.
you even eat?
Yeah. I had a guy, Justin, shout out to you.
Yeah.
I have a guy who's been trying to help me with that.
Yeah.
And so my girl, she helps me. Hey, I have food ready to go. She even texts me. I'm
Yeah.
in my office like this, and I'm close, and I have my studio in there. It's all
Yeah.
sound, so she can't really hear me anymore.
It's all soundproof.
It's soundproof because I have my studio in
Yeah.
there.
You can
And-
kill someone in there?
Yeah, myself.
Yeah.
I could yell, nobody can hear me.
You're like,
yeah. I'm like, somebody kill me. It's so much work. No,
Yeah.
so I'll be in there, and
Yeah.
she'll just text me, "Hey, are you hungry?"
Yeah.
Or I had a routine where I just like 2 eggs, egg whites,
Yeah.
a toast, this, that, boom, get it
Yeah.
to get to my office, computer, eating,
Yeah, you're typing with one hand,
message,
eating with the other.
or uploading a video. You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Right now, my work schedule is nuts.
Yeah.
Because I've had to start my academy a couple times.
Yeah.
And then when you're starting, that's the hardest part.
You're always restructuring. Yeah.
Because remember, COVID hit, right? So I
Yeah.
was getting up, COVID hit, and then we had to restart it. And then when I moved my location,
Yeah. Again.
I'm having to restart it again.
Yeah.
So I'm in that stage right now.
Yeah.
Not restart from nothing, but
Yeah, but making changes.
reestablish.
Yeah.
Yeah, reestablishing yourself is almost like a restart in some way.
Yeah.
And so right now there's a little bit of an imbalance.
Yeah.
But she's been through this a couple times already with me.
Yeah.
And she knows like kind of to give me a little bit of space. And she's been good about it.
Yeah.
I gotta give her more credit, actually, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I've had to think. There's even things sitting on my desk where I have to tend to. I'm like, I
Yeah.
haven't this right here.
So what do you have? You have like 10-hour days, 12-hour
No,
days?
I'd say,
You
there's
work
been
7 days
there's
a
been
week?
times where I'm up maybe too late because there's a couple things that are on my mind and I'm thinking about. I'm just like ideas, whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll sleep around 11. Maybe I'll sleep up to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So my day, depending on
What time
that.
do you wake up? Like
Yeah, I was
5,
waking up at before I'd be waking up like around 8 because I get home around 9
Yeah.
o'clock,
Yeah.
9:30 ish, and then I want to hang out with the dogs. I want to do a couple things, check in with my girl.
Yeah.
Do a couple things, maybe eat a little food. At
Yeah.
the time, I used to go to the gym.
Eat a pupusa?
I love those, man. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to the gym at night.
Yeah.
And then come home. And then,
How's your gym routine? Is it like hit
yeah,
workouts?
and right now
strength
it's low.
training?
Right now it's low.
I heard you do 3 plates.
Remember, I told you about.
Yeah.
Okay, so in January, I told myself I was gonna do. It's a 2023.
Yeah.
I was gonna do 3 plates
Yeah.
by the end of the year, December 2023.
Yeah.
But I did it in March.
Yeah.
I felt like Batman who killed the Joker. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, okay, so now
Bro, that's
What do I-
do you know that like 1% of the population they can only do like 2 plates? Man, you doing 3 plates?
not no
Damn.
more, not
That's
no more.
amazing,
Because
yeah.
in August I stopped working out as,
Yeah.
as consistent as I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So right now, don't even look at me, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna get back into a rhythm. There was a rhythm I was on.
Yeah.
I was on a rhythm. Yeah. And remember, I told you I don't go all the way to the chest. I go 90 degrees because of my shoulder injury, but also at the same time I try to go.
Yeah.
So, but I go 90 degrees. So if people want to say, "Oh, that's not
I mean,
really doing it," I don't really care.
I mean, it's fine. 90
for me,
degree,
for me,
3
90
plates.
degrees is
I
just
mean,
pretty good.
I can barely do 2.5.
Nah, that's not barely. And I wasn't repping it. I'm
Yeah.
just like getting up once,
Yeah.
twice.
Just 10.
Cool.
Just 10 reps.
Just I was also heavier too,
Yeah.
like my face, like everything. Like
Yeah.
when you're ripping, when you're hitting a lot of weight, like your body just naturally you just put on weight.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, because the camera puts on even more weight. So you're sitting there looking a little
I mean,
heavy.
you look good though.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah, you
Appreciate
look,
it.
you look buff.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Yeah.
you. So I haven't really been hitting it as much as I would like to. So I
Yeah.
know I've lost muscle. I know I've lost strength, but
Yeah.
I feel okay. I'm okay. So no, yeah. Like I told you, my
Yeah.
roommate was a Samoan dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Man,
that guy could
Those
lift.
fuckers are huge.
He could lift. That guy could lift the house, man.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "You want to go to the gym with me? What's
Yeah.
up, Tony?" He'd be like, "You want to go to the gym with me?" I'm like, "Bro, you're gonna make me look like a silly little guy next to you, dude."
He's probably
Yeah.
repping 4 plates.
Oh man, if it wasn't for that guy though, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have overcame my injury that I had. Like he helped me, man.
Yeah. What happened to your injury?
In college, I got bilateral hernias.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
college soccer. And so
yeah,
he was my roommate.
yeah,
So as I'm recovering, he'd be like walking to the gym. He's like, "Hey, you need to get off the couch.
yeah,
Let's go to the gym."
yeah,
And I was never a lifter.
yeah,
And so as soon as I was rolling with him, this guy was like, this guy was a freaking lifter, man. And
yeah,
so he's helped me start. He just showed me how to do simple stuff.
yeah,
Having good roommates like that around you,
yeah.
game changer. People
100%.
that care
Good
about
people.
their
Yeah,
own themselves and then they care about you, like
yeah,
shout out to my boy Tony.
yeah. Shout out to Tony.
Tony. Big Tony. We call him
Yeah,
Tony, man. I got some stories about that. He's hilarious.
yeah,
But anyways, yeah. So he taught me how to lift pretty much after, I was like, cool. And I still kind of have some good ideas. Him and I
yeah,
will text back and forth. But the question you had for me was, oh yeah, you said, hey, the
yeah,
315,
yeah, yeah,
because I had done it in
yeah,
college, so I knew I can do it again.
yeah,
And but I was but I was pushing myself only to do it at the end of the year.
yeah,
I got to it pretty quick.
yeah.
I should have had a goal after that though.
So when are you gonna get back into it?
I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think? Do you think I should go back to it?
I mean,
Try and come?
after the podcast, we should go out to the gym.
I'm down. I'm down.
We're gonna go in business attire, wrapping it with the dressing shoes.
I love gyms, man. I love the gym. I like I put on my headphones,
Yeah,
noise canceling ones. I mean,
yeah,
that's for me. It's been a game changer because I go to the gym. I kind of get like distracted by all the noise and all the
yeah,
people, and like
yeah,
if your noise is right here and you're focused, like
yeah,
you can just get whatever you need to do to
yeah.
accomplish what you want to do.
Oh yeah,
I love it, and like I just gotta get back into that routine, bro.
yeah,
Honestly, and but my business has been on my mind,
yeah,
and I'm very focused, and
yeah.
I just I hate
Laser
that.
focus, yeah,
I
on the
try to
business.
be.
Yeah,
Doesn't everybody try to be?
yeah, me too. I just read
Right?
like for me, it's more like I'm in the middle of the day, like yesterday before the podcast. I'm like, I told my executive, you know what, I want to hit the gym.
Yeah.
And he's like, but you don't have any clothes. I went to get my shorts, my shoes, the towel, and we hit the gym.
Bro, that's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
I think
It
I
only
called
takes
you.
like 1 hour. Like you just go to the gym and hit it really hard.
I
And
called
that's
you
it,
all.
man.
Which one do you go to? You're like all of them. It's like all of them.
I
You're
like
like
fitness, Gold's Gym,
you got all the
24-hour
memberships.
fitness. Yeah,
You
yeah.
rolling, brother. You
Yeah.
rolling. You should just do your gym memberships like this.
It's not even that, but it's only like $30 a month.
No, I
and,
know, I know. I'm
you
just goofing. I just thought that was hilarious. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just thought that was that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You
Yeah.
know. So yeah, no,
I mean, it's always good when you're running up and down and you want to hit the gym.
you don't have any
Get a little workout here
limitation.
and there.
There's no limitations for you. You
Yeah.
got it. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
100%.
That's cool.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, do you have any recommendations on any books that you would recommend someone that is just starting as a goalkeeper, or any business insights, anything you know?
Yeah. Robert Kiyosaki's book. That was a pretty important one. Yeah. I
Fire.
read that one, man.
Yeah.
It's off the top of
Rich
my-
Dad, Poor
Rich
Dad.
Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
That book right there
Yeah.
was like, because I've
Game
had,
changer.
yeah, I've had both actually
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
I've had an uncle,
Yeah.
who had some money. I had my dad who had a gardening business.
Yeah.
And we had a different mindset. They had a different mindset about things.
Yeah.
And so I've been able to actually experience a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
But that book right there, man, is amazing.
Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, I read it like 10 times.
It's an
yeah.
amazing
Yeah,
book.
it's a really
If
good book.
you see,
Yeah.
that book gives
Mhm.
results.
Mhm.
Results is everything, man.
Yeah.
It really is. If you're driven and you want to be accomplishing something,
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
you could do something without accomplishing. That's
Yeah,
okay. But
yeah.
if you want accomplishing something, you got to
Yep.
go to a process, a program, a book
Mhm.
that can help you accomplish something. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. It's interesting.
Any business insights just for the
Any
audience?
business
Yeah,
insights?
because I mean, you have a business. You've
Yeah.
been through a lot
Yeah.
of struggles.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Any business insights? Yeah. Know that you have a business.
right?
Right.
And treat it as a business.
Correct. Treat it as a business. Let people know that this is a business, because there's an interesting culture out there. Like
Yeah.
business people they're just after money. It's like,
Yeah.
look, I'm after results, but I'm
Mhm.
after impact,
Right.
and those things are,
Impact. I like that word.
I'm after impact. I'm
Mhm.
after results. I'm after the things that you're after too.
Yeah.
It requires rent. It requires me to
Mhm.
create a profit, to invest more into my business.
Mhm. Yeah. There's a
So
lot of overhead.
don't feel embarrassed that you own a business. Feel empowered that you own a business.
Right.
And you're like an athlete as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur as well. And like you have to have skills in order to maintain
Mhm.
your athletic status as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. If you know you've provided results, if you know how much you're willing to give other people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sell yourself short, but make sure you deliver.
Yeah.
Make sure you deliver.
Yeah.
You know, I've been charged so much money in the past for
Yeah.
some mentoring. I'm not sure if I was delivered anything.
Yeah.
There's been that, but there's also been deliveries in certain ways in different.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Man, I always think about like, what if I would have put that into something else, or
Yeah.
like, man, like
But you always gotta try it.
I don't want people to feel that way about what I do with them.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because I think about this long term.
Mm-hmm.
Is what they're going to invest into going to provide them a long term result? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
So make sure you deliver and over deliver on your promise.
Over deliver on your promises,
Always.
100%.
Yeah.
And if you haven't created a proof, do whatever you can to create proof.
Yeah.
Document your proof. Save your proof. Being able to show somebody your proof.
Yeah.
Do it. And then boom, you can you continue to work on your craft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a business insight, or is that just more of a life insight?
No. It is a business insight. I mean, you gotta over deliver and keep backtrack. Like for me in the painting business, it's just like working with all these people, doing all these custom homes, doing this government work, doing whatever mansions, commercial projects, and also delivering and over delivering on your promise. You can't just run away, take their money, and then there's warranty, and then come back. I mean, you gotta make sure you deliver.
Man, your reputation will be destroyed within months. It took you a decade, 2 decades to create. Now,
and like you say, you have to be impactful too, like 100%.
You know, come on, man. Like, what happened to that?
Yeah,
I say it happens to me. I see it. Like, wait, wait a second.
Yeah,
what are we getting here? You know.
So where is Gabriel OGK Academy going in the next year and the next 5 years?
To Mars.
Woo!
We got yep. I tell my students, I say, I always listen to Bredros Schooley, and he's like, "Well, are you a fighter jet or are you a crop duster?" He's like, fighter jets fighter jets need jet fuel.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're a rocket ship and we need rocket fuel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. We want to be the number one goalkeeper academy in the country, and at one point, we want to be the number one goalkeeper academy in the world.
How long is that going to take?
Maybe 15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years?
Yeah, because it's a world standard.
Yeah.
We're competing against organizations. We're competing against independent academies. We're competing against, and we're also partnered with certain people in the world, right? And so, we want to have one of the best and most thought out goalkeeper educational platforms in the country. That is one of the best things that we want to do. And we want to incorporate different ways of training, different ways of thinking about this. We want to be the best.
Yeah.
That's it.
Only the best of the best.
Yeah. I mean, I think the money will come after we are the best.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say just how much money we will do. Like, it's hard to say like
hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah. Because we were nothing 6 years ago.
Yeah.
People were laughing at us. We were at a public park. I used to work for a major league soccer organization. And then when I went to a public park, people were laughing at us.
Yeah.
So 6 years from today,
people think you're crazy until you're not. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I am crazy.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I am kind of crazy.
I think every business owner is crazy. Yeah.
To some degree.
Yeah.
You're going to have to endure more pain.
Yeah.
Continuously shed the skin so your new skin can grow. That's painful.
Yeah.
Painful, have bones growing. Like, it's crazy. It's painful.
Business is a long game.
It is a long game, and you have to be your biggest fan, and also you got to be able to take hits, man.
Yeah. 100%. So, anyways, Gabe, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you. It's like for the audience, where can they find you? I know you're probably not looking for any additional members. You have a lot on your plate, but like, if someone wants to reach out to you, where can they find you on social media? Or, I don't know, a website.
No, man,
I throw in there.
The right type of people, we always have space.
Right.
I don't care who you are. The right type of people, we always have space. And I appreciate you asking. And even people who don't know us, there's no wrong type, right?
Right.
But the right type, we'll always find them. They always want to find us. So our website is ogkacademy.com. You can find us on Instagram at OGK Academy 1.
Okay.
Look, we're looking to be an amazing soccer environment, right? And my name is Coach Gabe, and I just want to make sure that people know we're an environment that wants to see people succeed.
Yep.
And we're willing to bet on it.
Yeah.
That's where they can find us. Those two places right now.
Yeah.
That's where you'll see us. YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Original Goalkeeper Academy.
Yeah.
The Coach Gabe podcast. You
Okay.
can see me on. I got all kinds of free content right there as well. I forgot to mention that to Chris as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have at least 15 episodes. It's all just me at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I want to, push my expertise out
Yeah.
in goalkeeping
Yep.
specifically.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
very uncommon for me to do something business.
Yeah. No,
Right?
no, I
Yeah.
like a lot of people like soccer. Like
Sure.
all my family, they're soccer oriented. They
Yeah.
they watch the games every Sunday. I like soccer, but I'm more into business, so I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of time to watch a lot of soccer. But I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people,
Can I
like,
mention something?
yeah, I mean, you can mention all your social media, anything you want to mention.
I want to mention this. Like, people, Lamborghinis, material boats and yachts,
Yeah.
like as amazing accomplishments of wealth.
Yeah.
Right? Amazing, right? Like, great
Yeah.
planes and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Cool. I love it. I like looking at it too. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Your number one asset, if you have kids,
Yeah.
are your kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because you're going to accumulate all these assets,
Mhm.
whatever they are, and then you're going to hand them over at some point.
Yeah.
And then what are those people going to do? So one of the best things you can do for your kids is put them in athletics,
Mm-hmm.
something competitive
Mm-hmm.
that they have to overcome.
Yep.
Put them in something like this.
Yeah.
Teach them skills, get them confident,
Mm-hmm.
have them go through failure.
Yep.
That's one of the best places. Spend that time having them, teaching them how to overcome failure.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to get to a place where they're going to have to compete for their own livelihood as well.
Yeah.
And then taking whatever you've given them to the next place.
And they're gonna know what to do.
Or at least they're going to know how to fight, man.
Yeah.
At least they're going to know how to fight.
Yeah.
They're the number one asset.
Yeah.
People need to invest in them.
100%. I agree 100% with you. 1,000%, 1,000,000%, because the family is the most important. Not only your
100%.
family, but your wife, and spending time with them, and getting all this money. Maybe, yeah, like you said, Lamborghinis, everything is nice, but get all this money to build memories with your family,
Yep.
with your loved ones, and make sure you're taking care of them. 100%.
Your people, man. Your family, your people. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's how I feel, man.
Mm-hmm. Me as well.
I'm happy. No, I know. You and I've had this conversation.
Yeah. Like right now, I own a truck. I know it's only $100,000 truck.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's not a $1 million car.
Sure.
Like, even though I can get it, maybe I rather spend that money in my family, in memories, and invest it back in my company. But yeah, I mean, maybe down the road, who knows? I love new cars. I love sport cars. But
sure.
Down the road, we'll see.
Brother,
What comes.
brother, I know that you're a responsible man. I know you're going to do whatever you feel like is necessary for when it's necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm not minimizing those things.
Yeah,
at all.
no, they're nice, But yeah, focus on the family.
The time.
Yeah.
And I just think that's the number one investment.
Yeah.
Because I see some people not really spending that kind of energy.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
agree.
all good regardless.
Yeah.
There's no wrong or right.
Yeah.
But those are just my opinions.
Yeah, no, it's just opinions. Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate you even bringing me here, brother.
No, thank you so much for being here. You can find Gabe Barriga, OGK Academy, and OGK1 on Instagram, ogk.com on the website, and also the Coach Gabe podcast in YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Limitless CEO Podcast. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.
Limitless. Let's go,
Woo!
baby. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, brother.